Hey guys, welcome back to markdillon.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, that's appreciated as well, but make sure you click the subscribe button. Also, if you only watch my video blogs on YouTube, just give markdillon.com a quick visit. I think you'll like it. There's lots of neat stuff on there. And I'm on a little vacation. I decided to treat myself to a 10-day little getaway to relax, and I did really well with some options I had just sold and reinvested most of it, but decided to treat myself just a little bit. So I love to travel, which I do a lot. I love to stay at nice hotels, which I usually do. But every once in a while, it's nice to stay somewhere really, really nice. The kind of hotel where the towels are so thick and fluffy you can barely close your suitcase. No, I'm kidding. I'm not stealing the towels. But anyway, I'll still be answering some of your questions on my video blog while I'm on vacation. And this one is particularly interesting because I can honestly say I have never personally met somebody in the same situation. So he says, "Hi Mark, I just love how open-minded you are about sex. I've got a question that even you have probably never encountered. I'm versatile but lean towards bottom. I really dislike getting fucked by a real cock. For one thing, most guys can't last long enough, and neither can I when I top. So I prefer getting fucked with a strap-on when I'm bottoming and wearing a strap-on when I top. For one thing, it makes sex last as long as I want. The problem is when I mention the idea to most guys, they almost always have a bad reaction. But it's more hygienic, safer, and fucking is in many ways much more of a psychological sensation than a physical one. Plus, I admit that I'm paranoid about HIV, so getting fucked with a strap-on dildo makes that a complete non-issue. Any advice?" Uh, okay, so I have to say, first of all, I'm a big believer that as long as everybody is of the age of consent and everybody's a willing participant, you should do absolutely whatever it is that floats your boat. It's your sex life. That means you have to enjoy it. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. As long as you can find a willing partner that's of age, go for it. Now, strap-ons may float your boat, but I have to tell you, you're not likely to have many passengers on this ship. So I can tell you, first of all, that when you say sex is in many ways more of a psychological sensation than a physical one, I don't agree with you on that one. I think the physical side of sex and the physical intimacy and the physical sensation is just as important as whatever psychological sensation is being created. So I don't think you can trade one for the other. Now, as far as having, sex that can last longer because you use a strap-on, well, there's all kinds of other ways to extend your playtime. I mean, you can use desensitizing lube that kind of numbs you a little bit. You can edge yourself. You can stop when you get too close. By no means is a strap-on the only answer to that particular problem either. Now, you say that you have a paranoid fear about HIV. I have to tell you, I think those other reasons that you listed are really rationalizations to use a strap-on that are created by this irrational fear of HIV. I think that is a precaution that is just absolutely way too extreme. There are all kinds of things you can do to protect yourself. You can use condoms. You can get on the HIV PrEP program using Truvada. You can be very selective about your partners. You can both go get tested before you have a sexual encounter. But the idea of removing one of the most physically pleasurable aspects of sex to prevent HIV transmission that is, completely a complete irrational fear doesn't make much sense to me, and I doubt many guys will agree with your particular line of thinking. That being said, if this is what you like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's your sex life. You have to do what you're comfortable with, what you feel is most satisfying to you on a physical and emotional level, and also what makes you feel comfortable in terms of protecting your own health. You just need to know that in this particular case, if only using a strap-on is what satisfies all those particular criteria, you're probably not going to have much luck finding a large number of sexual partners, and you know what? That's okay too. I in my particular case, I would rather have fewer sexual partners that I really, really get into and am compatible with than having, lots of people where I feel that I'm compromising what I like. And so I would say the exact same thing applies to you. I hope this helps, and I would advise you to broaden your horizons just a little bit. You may find that you've been cheating yourself all this time. But hey, look, do what you find fun, do what you find pleasurable. So there you go. Guys, thanks for tuning into markdillon.com, or thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Just make sure you subscribe. Y'all have a good one.